Hello, everyone. You are looking at the 36 Chambers of Crypto Taxes podcast series. My name is Crypto J, also known as Jamaal Solomon. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my God, did he just say crypto taxes? I'm just going to turn this crap off. But no, people, I'm a tax accountant and I am fully aware that everybody doesn't want to hear about taxes all the time. So, what I like to do is expose y'all to great people within the blockchain industry. And we just talk about various topics. We don't give no investment tips. We're not gonna tell you what's gonna be the latest or greatest coin. We're not gonna sell you a dream. It's just real talk about a particular topic. And I like to just give a shout out to Ryan Cooper, Coop DeVille. Just Google his name. He's doing a lot of stuff to bring people together in the blockchain industry and just moving forward with great information. What I love about him, he gives it real, and I don't need to second guess him. And that's how I got introduced to today's guest today, Troy. As you can see, he's going to be the voice today. He's going to be strictly the voice today. And we're going to talk about right now, it is November. I'm not going to say the date, November 2022. And everybody's scared about their security. Everybody think, the security is going to be stolen. And we're just going to basically talk about how to secure your crypto. Right, Troy?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Jamaal. Yes, sir. Shout outs to Ryan for, setting up the platform for us to, connect and everything. So, yes,
Cool.
sir.
So let's get to it, man. I had a family member. I don't even know she was into the any what exchange that she's on. And she's like, yo, man, is my crypto safe? Like, what's going on? So I guess what would be like your number one basic security rule that everybody should know?
Everybody should know. Well, it's kind of like a system in a sense, right? Not so much of a just a one-trick pony. But as it relates to crypto, right? Like having any time, like giving your crypto to a centralized exchange or just a centralized exchange, your funds are at risk. You're entrusting a third party with your crypto. So just basic, I guess, that basic rule when it comes to crypto, don't allow centralized exchanges to have custodial control over your crypto.
And what examples are centralized exchanges for people that don't know?
Yes, sir. So Coinbase, Binance, FTX, as we come to see over the past week or so. Those are some of the big players in the space, right? You also have Kraken as well, but just anyone, right, that has of any exchange, really.
What's the term that they said? What no keys, no cheese, or something like that?
Right. Bitcoin Zay. Shout outs to him as well. Yeah, not your keys, not your cheese, right?
But it's crazy because since I do these videos, and I always like to get disclaimers, I'm like, listen, I'm not a tech person. I'm a tax accountant that just want to save you from the IRS. But people still be asking me all these technical questions. I'm like, yo, man, whoa, not my lane, not my lane.
I got you.
But I'm still confused about the hot wallets and the cold wallets, because everybody's saying like the cold wallets are the best. What do you think? And what are they?
Right. So hot wallets. All right. So hot wallets are wallets that you have that are more so like mobile wallets, right? They have access to to the internet, right? They can be on your desktop, they can be on your phone. And it's basically like crypto that you have that that's not in cold storage. And cold storage is a device that's not connected to the internet whatsoever, right? So you probably heard, well, maybe you've heard of the Ledger, Trezor, right? Cold storage wallets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are devices that are encrypted so that they store your crypto on those devices. And the only time it has internet access or access to a computer or a device is when you plug it in. Mm-hmm. So yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's what I haven't been heavily investing in crypto because I need to feel comfortable with the security that I know I'm doing exactly what I'm doing. Because I would hate to go all in, pull these thousands of dollars in, and then I do something dumb because I rushed into it, and not do it. So
Definitely.
that's why I'm like, how do you know which is the best cold wallet? Because there's a lot of them out there. Or do they
Yes,
do the
sir.
same thing?
Now as far as like each individual cold storage wallet,
Just in general.
just in general,
Yeah.
So in general, they provide like, I guess, like what would be like the ultimate or the industry standard when it comes to holding your crypto, right? It's not at all accessible to anyone but you, essentially, right?
Is there some type
So
of feature that they should look for? Like, let's say you're on Amazon, I don't know, like where to get them. And is it something particular that you need to look out for? And we're not talking about names, like a feature
a
that would say,
feature,
okay, I could trust this cold wallet.
right? So as far as like the features go, like per cold wallet or just in general?
I think the cold wallet.
Yes, sir. So first off, try like I wouldn't even like trust Amazon, right?
Oh wow.
There's a lot, there's like a lot of scammers out there. Yeah. So like they can like list a product or whatnot, and like it may be from that manufacturer, it may not be.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So if you're gonna go about like buying any type of cold storage wallet, get it straight from the source. That's my opinion, right? That way you know that like it is like that, it is who they are, right? So you're again like getting it straight from the manufacturer.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
I didn't even think about that, man. People are
Oh
smart.
yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Like they like people that sell like reuse cold storage wallets don't even like buy them off eBay. Like they like hackers, man. Like they're geniuses, you know, in what they do,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, and like they've configured them to where like once you like it comes with like the 24 word or 25 word key phrase or whatever, right? And like once it's like sent to you or whatever, like once you like start putting your crypto on there, like they have that seed phrase, so like they're able to like take it off the wallet essentially. So like anything that you put in there, like after like they've like you've gotten it, it's gone, right? And that's an attack that I heard about like maybe like last year sometime. So like I don't even like mess with it like that, you know, like yeah.
And I feel like, guys, if you're watching this and you're keeping it real with yourself, you're not technical. Like I keep it real with myself, I am not technical. I want to highly recommend that before you do a deep dive, or if you're already in there, try to find a consultant that you could trust. And that's why I like, I'm gonna say his name again, Ryan Cooper, because I could basically say he's not gonna get at you, but there's many other people like that, because like I say, some people like my family members all in thousands of dollars, but they didn't take the security, seriously. Like why pump in? Why be willing to put in thousands of dollars but you don't want to pay a consultant? And I'm not those consultant, unless it's taxes, like $250, whatever, to make sure that you do it right the first time and continue to do it, man. You gotta treat it like anything else, man. Just like with stocks and stuff like that, you gotta treat it like that, man. And I think we fell victim. I told Tro this via text, whatever, that I think we just kind of fell victim to all these influencers. Like all they gotta do in social media is just say one word, people's buying in and doing a lot of stuff. They don't care about if your safety or you're gonna keep it. They got paid. That's why they call influencers. They got paid to say, go get this. So do you have any reliable sources when it comes to like who to watch when it comes to
Who to watch?
crypto?
Yes, sir. So I'm a big proponent of like YouTube University, right? So like yes, like having like alternative like media sources that are trusted by the community, right? In large, are places to go. So for like main information or whatnot, like as far as news and like just developing stories and stuff like that, Corn Bureau, right? Like that's like across like I mean everybody, like he's a reputable source, right? The Gentleman of Crypto, I love a lot of the content that they put out. Bitcoin Zay and King Trek, The jump out. I think might be jump out girls, right? All of them,
Never
like
heard of them.
yeah, like they have like great content. Like check them out, right? Definitely. Crypto Casey. She has like these weekend crypto segments or whatnot. So I kind of like dabble in with some of her content as well. But just like finances and like in general, right? Man, 4 main sources like Neil McCoy Ward, the Economic Ninja, I Allegedly, and Surreal Amore Finance. Those are like my go-to channels as far as like just finance and in general, because like everything plays in on itself, right? So
Yeah, like with my view, I like to be diverse. Like, hey, I'm for the people always. So I got my people, people that I watch, like you said, Bitcoin Zane, and Crypto Blood. I love his videos.
oh yeah, yes sir,
Yeah, I love his
definitely,
videos. And then I go with the big dogs. I got the millions of followers and all the
right.
other stuff. But like you said, with Coinbase, it's not like, I'm watching Snoop Dogg for his crypto advice. And then I like to watch someone that nobody is really paying attention.
On
Maybe
attention
because,
to,
yeah, because they
yeah,
simply like me. I don't have a budget to have 100,000 people find me and
mhm,
got staff. But I find like there's a lot of people that be spitting gems that's getting
definitely,
100 views, 1,000 views, and I'm like, dang.
like
So
right.
yeah,
And like to be real, like they cover stories before they become like mainstream, right?
yep.
So it's like you're getting in before like, well, you're finding out more about the information before it like hits the mainstream or whatnot. So it's like that, like have like being like the little dog, right? Like has its perks, you know. So definitely, like I feel you on that.
Yeah, and then it's a lot of trial and error, guys, because it's just with me, it's certain terms. The moment I feel like you're selling me something, a dream, I'm like, all right, you're off the list.
Yeah,
But when people kind of show that they show a little vulnerability. I'm talking about the small ones because the big dogs ain't gonna show vulnerability. They're getting paid. Um, like there's one person, like he's just talking about living a minimalist life, so he could invest in crypto, and he just talks about his journey and all that stuff. He'd be just I think it's broke boy crypto or something like that.
okay,
Yeah, he's good, and if he's wrong, he's just gonna say, listen, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. He keeps it very real. And that, folks, I feel like that's how you could kind of protect yourself, right? Because yeah, the big boys, they got some big boy information, and like Troy said, the little guys, they quicker and stuff like that. So you want an overview. And if you would have had a combination of both, I'm pretty sure we would have found out about FTX way before this went down. I just started learning about Homeboy, and I'm like, dang, you fooled
yeah,
everybody. But I'm pretty sure that for years now, or a couple of years, his name was a little common in certain circles, and it was a little, the little man would be the person like, nah, I don't know about him, I don't know.
right.
Big guy would be like, yeah, he gave me a little sponsorship. I'm gonna talk good about him. But so diversify, guys. So I think the major takeaways is really take your security seriously. Um, find someone. Me and Troy is blessed that we kind of in a community that anytime we have a crypto question, it's like someone knows it, and everybody unfortunately is not as privileged and blessed as that. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not in that particular situation, then it's worth the investment to find a consultant that you trust. And if you don't can't find someone on your own, talk to someone that you trust and say, hey, listen, I need someone to just walk me through the steps about how to invest in crypto. Because there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna sell you the memberships, and they're gonna promise 10x on your investments. The moment you say 10x, I'm not messing with you. But yeah, it's just have a one-off person, I believe. You say, listen, man, this is what I need from you. Security, just point me to the right exchanges, to the right wallet, boom, and I just pay you, and we just go on our merry way. And also, guys, diversify who you listen to. There's gems in every type of level, whether it's the humongous levels, the mid levels, the people that it's just got 100 views. And that's how you're gonna protect yourself, because crypto's not dead. The media is gonna make you seem like that. It's gonna be a crypto winter. Regulations is coming. People gonna get their butt kicked. Some companies are not gonna survive. Um, but that doesn't mean that it's over. And then we have just look at blockchain as a whole. Just don't look at one coin and be like, oh, this coin is going down, it's over. And then you could be part of this, whatever's going down. Troy, what do you think?
Yeah. I think that like because I study trading, and a lot of times like, well, the markets, it's all psychology, right? So right now we're like in the cycle or whatnot where there's a lot of like people just like getting more bearish on like the market or whatnot. So, because things are like self-reinforcing, right? Because like the mass psychology is like pointed towards that direction. Everybody's like thinking the same thing or whatnot. So that in turn trickles into price, right? And price follows the psychology. So these are great buying. Well, there will be a great buying opportunity, when it comes to crypto and some projects. And the free market has a way of clearing out the bad actors, for one, and those that mismanaged the capital that they had in their projects. So it's unfortunate, my heart goes out to those that were like, affected by the FTX thing and, future developments that, as we're sure to hear about. But yeah, as unfortunate as it is, it's a cleansing that like has to happen, right? Before there's another bull market, so to speak, But yeah, that's yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
As the great Wu-Tang Clan once said, you best protect your neck, guys, because it's real out there. It's not a game. Just don't think there's little tickets and little ups and downs in the price. As Troy said, these hackers, they smart. Don't sleep on them. Please, please. I know this should be common sense. If you're doing good, or even if you're doing bad in the crypto market, don't go on social media telling us about, your portfolios. Like, you just might as well just walk with a big like target on your chest and say, you know what, come take my crypto. I think that's a safety tip that a lot of people, especially in the social media age, kind of disregard. The streets are watching. Just keep it to yourself. If you're a crypto millionaire, I don't need to know. More power to you. Holla at me if you need to get your tax returns done. But don't go on social media talking about, yo, I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. I'm buying this, I'm buying that, and you pop. Don't do that, because you're disrespecting the hackers that said, all right, I'm gonna take it. And if they can get into high level companies and exchanges, your computer is not gonna be an issue. So just keep it to yourself, guys. All right, man. Yo, Troy, man, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to interview you, and thank you for talking to the community.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's keep in contact, bro.
Of course. Unless, do you have more time or?
Oh yeah, I got more time. What's up?
Oh yes, sir. Wanted to leave a couple gems,
Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. Kind of wrote out some points that I want to touch on as far as like the basic online hygiene and everything, right? So one of the like main points, right? Everybody, like when it comes to like just anything online, like websites are always asking for what your email address, right? Hackers like your email address and password is already floating on the internet. These data breaches and everything like that, hackers are like buying this stuff up on like darknet markets and stuff like that. And they use that data to figure out like it's pretty much like spam, right? So they send out these emails to like try to figure out like your to get like their account information and stuff like that, right? So because all your stuff is tied into your email address, once they have access to your email address, like they have access to all your accounts, right? So like diversifying your email accounts is like something that you should really take into consideration, like something for like your finances, something for like
Wow.
just right, like your Starbucks login, just like for Amazon, whatever, your online shopping, like diversifying your email addresses, like is just like something simple that you can take action on today, right? And help mitigate like that attack surface, right? So on that point, also when like a lot of people use like 2 or 3 passwords for like their logins and stuff like that, right? So it's not too hard for hackers, like once they do get your email address, to figure out what your account passwords are, right?
Mm.
Because everybody uses the same ones, right? Typically, right?
Mhm.
So using a password manager helps create complex passwords that aren't really like guessable, right? So a dictionary attack is something that like hackers use to pretty much guess like most common used passwords, right? So like say password 123, stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
They have like these dictionaries full of like, of course, like just um, very common passwords. So they use these passwords to brute force your passwords, your account information to get like, access to your accounts and everything like that. So what a password manager does, it creates like these complex passwords that aren't readily guessable, and it's harder for like an attacker to like gain access to your information.
But how do you remember it since it's so complex?
Right. So what it is, like you have a master password, right? And it
Mhm.
shouldn't be something that's easily guessable again, right? You want to create something that's like you can remember, but you want to be able to like at least 20 characters or more, right?
Mm.
And you right. So using 20 characters or more, you want to use like uppercase, lowercase numbers, and special symbols, right? For that master password. From there, you're able to set up like it's called like a database, right? Inside the password manager. And what you're able to do is in general, you put in like the website or wherever it is that you're like creating an account for, right?
Mhm.
You put the username, and then like it has like this interface where like you're able to generate random passwords that the computer generates. You can set like how many characters it is and everything like that, all those
Mhm.
parameters and all that. And from there, once you set it, you copy and paste it over to like the onto the keyboard, and it's usually like 5 seconds or so, like it stays on it. And then like you input it into like your account and everything, and it's set, right? It
Mhm.
sounds complex, but it's like once you're like once you're able to do it, it's you'll find out how simple it really is.
Yeah, because I'm
Uh,
intimidated by just listening to it.
I got you. Maybe one. Well, so maybe this is something that I come out with, right? Like, just like a basic like walkthrough, right?
Mhm.
Right. And we can touch on that later on. Maybe me and you. Yeah, we can do that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Um, yes, sir. I'm not sure if do you use a VPN at all?
I am the most probably not technical person you'll ever meet in your life.
I got
So
you, brother.
probably not.
I got you. So I got you. No, 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 no. And a lot of people don't use VPNs, and I didn't really stumble upon it till like last year or so, and it's like your data is just like once you're like your internet connections are like unsecured, and it's like these hackers can like find ways of like doing like man in the middle attacks and pretty much snooping on your internet traffic and everything that's going on, right? So a way to like mitigate that, right, is
Mhm.
by using a VPN. And a lot of people tout VPNs as like anonymous.
Yeah,
Um,
darknet. I would equate that to the
yeah,
darknet, right?
right. So right. So like, right. So people think that like you use a
That's where I heard
VPN,
it from.
yeah, like, yeah. So like, no, like you can't access the darknet, through the VPN itself, right? It can help like what it basically does, it just makes an encrypted tunnel, right? So think of it like well, telephone. We'll just use telephone, right? So like
Yeah.
back in like elementary school, you had like the cup and the string and everything like that, right? And it was like
Yep.
that communication, right? That's
Mhm.
how uh that's how like the internet connection works. It's like in endpoint to endpoint, right? But in between there, like, I don't want to get too technical, but like, if you were able to like figure out what was said through that string, you know, you could be pretty much snooping on the conversation, right? So
Got you.
think about it, right? So think about a VPN as something that protects that string, right, and the communications that go through it.
So I can
From
still have
endpoint to endpoint.
Verizon, but it will help me like not have somebody look into my Verizon account
So
as my
this,
internet
well,
provider.
right. So like, well, not so much like your account details. It's
Mhm.
more so about like where like your internet traffic is going. So like so when you send data or whatnot, right? Like they
Mhm.
have like these little packets or whatnot, and like these packets have like different like sets of information. So like they can pretty much like from like just a general perspective, like they're able to like see where those packets are going, right? And they can kind of like keep tabs on you as far as like where things are going. And like I don't want to get too technical again, but and there's some things I'm learning as well, because like this is something like is like ongoing, right?
Mhm.
But just from a general perspective, like just from like the general overview, those packets, you don't want those being intercepted by a malicious actor, because they can figure out what things like where things are going. They can change packets as they're coming in and make you think that you're talking to who you think you're talking to, but they're really taking your data.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yes.
telling you, man.
You,
But
you know, I think what we need to do, I think we need to have like a series, because as y'all know, if y'all watching this and don't know that I'm a Wu-Tang fan, something wrong with y'all. A best protect your neck series that we pick like one joint, like let's say VPN, just throwing
okay,
it out there, and bam, that's the focus on why it makes sense or something like that. I think that'd be really dope. Um, just hit people with not like a tutorial, hit them over the head, just like, yo, this is why you need to know this. Boom, 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 boom. It's not the dark net. It's boom, boom, boom.
right.
And really get into it like that. I think that'd be really dope, because I would love to have someone, do multiple videos that just strictly talk about security, because as we know, it's getting more, everything's getting connected, and with the virtual world and all these worlds, security has to be top
Top
dog,
priority. Top
top
priority.
dog, because
Yeah,
everything's becoming virtual, so everything's gonna be for the taking. But
exactly.
if you up for that, man, as this just be the general joint, and then we just pick like a topic, and we just make it happen. We just talk about that particular topic in the tech world.
That's I love that. Let's do it. Let's
Nice,
do it.
bro.
Yes,
We
sir.
gonna do it. I'm gonna contact you on the back end, and then maybe we just come up with 5 ideas, and then we just knock it out, and boom.
There it is. Let's do it.
All right. All right, bro, man. Yo, thank you for your time. Keep on saving us from ourselves. And we keep in contact, bro.
There you go. Thank you,
All
Jamaal, for
right.
having me again, brother. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.